Sherry V, and I have your fashion news ready for you now. I want to make sure you know about what's happening in the DC metro area. The first thing, our friend Lawrence O'Neill, who was here last week.
Yeah.
Lawrence O'Neill Events and Promotions is the official sponsor of Changing Her World with Every Twirl. This is happening tomorrow at 6 p.m. at 1008 Vermont Avenue Northwest. This is with the Tiger Lily Foundation to raise awareness on breast cancer. So you can go to tigerlilyfoundation.org as well as empowerherworld.eventbrite to get tickets. Definitely have to make sure everybody knows about Amore J. Couture's event coming up on August 1st. Apparatus 2, that's going to be happening from 7 to 8:30 at the Arc in Southeast DC. And we can't forget about Tim O Productions, A Taste of Words, A Rose for a Rose. That's coming up on July 31st at the Greenberg Theater. If you want me to announce your fashion event, please send me an email at sherryb@pdbgroupventure.com. And remember, make sure your fashion is always phenomenal.
I think I look kind of fly. I had on a suit earlier, and I had on heels. I look good, girl.
You look good.
I look good,
I was waiting on the
girl.
bell.
Stop! No, the Greater Washington Fashion Chamber of Commerce is in the building, and it's phenomenal because this is going to have to be a couple of part series. We're going to have them back in September because that's when we're dealing with the politics. You know, election time is coming. We're going to open the bowels of hell and dig deeper. Phenomenal women. Last week we had 3 phenomenal men. And we're not just talking about fashion, but that politics and that entrepreneurship. We're going to go back to hip-hop next week. For all those that have been calling, this is what we do. And we have to always celebrate those who are on a nonprofit status of it all, and not just about making money, but it's nothing like doing something you have a compassion for or a passion for, and you guys are phenomenal. Christine, you're awesome. You guys have some history. It's like ongoing. It's like, and they just spill it out like water. It's like, wow. So, let's talk about your senior team. I want to ask you about your senior team for a minute. How did you attract your team? You know what I mean? Because that's not like an easy process to find a team that really supports you and that you have that energy with, that you can really say, you know what, she'll be a good person for my team dealing with politics and finances and fundraising and things of that nature, and you got a phenomenal educator like Maggie. How?
It just all falls into place.
That's luck.
I don't even know.
No, that's called being blessed, because honestly, I'm going to be quite honest, it's really a matter of a lot of people come to me, they hear what I'm trying to accomplish, and people just say, I want to meet with you, and I want to hear your vision. They hear that passion, because like the fashion incubator concept was really the concept that got me out of the house as a stay-at-home mom and back in Washington, D.C., pushing my concept forward. Mm-hmm. And that's a model that I pretty much did the research on my own and wanted to replicate the Toronto fashion incubator concept. And I came back in 06, fall of 06. A lot of people reach out to me and want to meet with me. And then I listen to them, and it's really a matter of that energy and knowing that they're genuine. I mean, of course, there's a lot of people that come on the team and they just want to be seen and they don't want to put the work in, and they don't realize that this is a startup organization. I mean, this is an organization that no one has ever thought of. I mean, we have no infrastructure in Washington, D.C. with regards to fashion. So we pretty much starting from ground zero,
right.
and climbing and trying to climb as fast as we possibly can. But like Evelyn Bando, I mean, for me to be walking in the hallways and for her to walk out and say, you know, Christine, and then for me to tell her what I'm trying to do, and she says she wants to get involved, that's a blessing. I mean, she is bad. I mean, I call her my right brain and my left brain. I'm to the point that I know how to do strategic plan. I know how to do everything that everyone on my team knows how to do. And that's one thing that I tell someone with business. Mm-hmm. You should know what you have to do in business, because at some point you might have to pick it up and do it yourself.
Wow.
It's good to have people, and I always say you should also hire people smarter than you. And at this point they're all smarter than me, because I can't even think anymore. We're moving so fast, and I
feel you on that one.
Sometimes it's just so, you know, I mean, you wake up early, and I put in probably 20 hours within a day. I literally don't sleep, and I just have a good group of strong women, dynamic women, educated women, and a lot of women that have experience. and most of them are pretty young, and that says something, you know, that they're accomplished, and some are under 30.
Wow.
So.
Wow. Well, we're going to celebrate you guys again. We're going to ask you to come back on the show in the fall because we're going to talk politics. Yes. You are phenomenal.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you. Well, my team is awesome. That's what makes me awesome.
Oh, thinking of politics, Caroline and Evelyn and Maggie, you're incredible, and it was great seeing you guys last Friday at the House of Kaz, and it's just wonderful to celebrate the beginning of something and the start of something, you know, in with the old, out with the new, in with the old, out with the new. Is that what it is?
Well, anytime a designer, I mean, anytime someone moves from one goal point to another, and for Kaz to open up his store, that's a huge accomplishment. And I really encourage everyone to go out there at National Harbor off of Fleet Street and support him, because that's what we have to get in the shops. We have to purchase in order to keep our shops open, and especially our small businesses and our entrepreneurs. So I definitely tell everyone to go out and support him, as well as all of our other local designers, and then also as well as keeping us, you know, around with the Fashion Foundation. I mean, if you're interested in giving a donation, go to gwfcc.org.
Yes.
And go to the Fashion Foundation and give a donation for our Camp Runway, our Project Funway, and our incubator and the work that we're doing.
gwfcc.org. All right, WPFW Washington listeners, this is now 11 p.m. and we're about to do that jazz thing. Until next week, we'll bring the hip-hop back. I appreciate you all for coming in. See you in September. All right. Holla. Night. Bye.
Bye.